Yes, my dear student. Everyone fine? I hope everyone is doing great. Very few days are left for the CA Inter and CA final examination. At this point of time, you should give 1000% efficiency on your preparation. You should not think about result. Believe me, result is just an outcome of your preparation. If you focus on preparation, if you have done your preparation with high level of efficiency, positive result will come. Right now, don't think about result. What happens when you think about result? Fear will come, anxiety will come, and you will not be able to concentrate on your preparation. Normally, what happens? We are surrounded by negative people. When we discuss anything from the negative people, what happens? Fear will come. With that fear, you'll think about result. If you'll think about result, you'll not be able to focus on preparation. So avoid that negative people. Stop discussing with negative people. Same thing happen when you listen a lot of videos of YouTube channel. There are unwanted videos in YouTube channel. When you listen that YouTube videos, same thing, fear will come, anxiety will come, you will not be able to focus on preparation. A simple video, I will say 5 things to pass the examination. I am saying why you are listening this video. You have your own plan, execute that plan. When you listen that video and suppose if you are not following any of that 5 things, you will not be able to concentrate on your preparation because you think that you will not be able to pass because you are not following that. Of course, you pass CA Inter examination, you pass CA Foundation examination, you pass class 11th examination, you pass class 12th examination without following that. So why you will not pass this? Have belief on your system, have belief on yourself, have trust on your books. Whatever you are following, you will pass the examination. Only you need to focus on preparation. Now today I am here to give you a clarification regarding one of the question in IND AS 12. In IND AS 12 means income tax, there is a question related to share based payment for which ICI has modified the solution in the revised study material of May 2025 exam. In my revision video, I have already said that whatever revised solution has been given, that is 100% wrong. Means what was the previous solution, that was only correct. Now what to follow in exam, that I will explain. But normally what happened, you have listened some videos. Now you have listened some video, now you have a fear that what need to be done. Just try to understand what actually happening at this point of time. You are listening video, fear is coming, what will happen in exam, you are thinking about result, you are not able to focus on your preparation. One question will not change your life. One question will not change your marks. Just try to understand right now, because of one question you are affecting your preparation. That I just want to say. At this point of time, you should focus on your study, on your preparation. Means whatever you have done, you need to revise that. Right now, if you are doing new things, believe me, fear will come, and because of that fear, your preparation will be affected. Are you able to understand? But because of this question, I don't know, my student, many of the students are messaging me. I don't know from where they have listened this point. This solution is not correct. So I am just giving a clarification regarding that. And at the end, I will say what need to be done from examination point of view. Correct? Whatever we have studied in our classes, that is 100% correct. And we have done the solution as per the previous solution of ICA study material. And that is only correct. If you remember the question was, on 1st April 2001, P Limited has granted 1 crore share option of 4 crore. So this is the 4 crore is the fair value of option on grant date. Subject to 2-year vesting period. The income tax law permits a tax deduction at an exercise date of the intrinsic value of option. Means based on the intrinsic value of option, Income Tax Act will allow deduction. And they have given intrinsic value on 31st March 2002 1.6 and 31st March 2003 4.6. Correct? Then they have asked you to calculate deferred tax based on a tax rate 30%. Now, as per revised solution, what they have done, they have taken carrying amount of share based payment as 0.80. First, I am just giving you revised solution. What they have done, 1.60 is the intrinsic value. So 1.60, because this is the value of the option for 2 years, they have divided by 2 for 2 years, and that becomes 0.80. This is the carrying amount carrying amount, and the tax base they have taken 0. Tax base they have taken 0. This is 100% wrong, because as per Ind AS 102, if you want to find out carrying amount of what? SBP reserve, means what journal entry will do? EB expense account debit to SBP reserve, and as per Ind AS 102, can you see we do accounting based on the fair value of option on grant date, because this is equity settled, this is not cash settled. Got this point? So if you want to take carrying amount should be what? 4 crore divided by 2, that is 2 crore. But how can you take 1.60? Means solution is not only correct. The explanation given, I don't understand from where the carrying amount has came 1.6 divided by 2. It should be based on 4 crore, because the fair value option is what? If you want carrying amount, means if you are saying take some carrying amount, it should be based on 4 crore divided by 2, because that will recognize over the 2 year. Understood? From my point of view, this is 100% bakwas solution. 100%. If they want to take carrying amount, they should take what? 4 crore divided by 2. But from my point of view, what Ind AS 12 says? Ind AS 12 says that we need to find out the carrying amount of assets and liability. What journal entry we have done? EB expense account debit to SBP reserve, and SBP reserve is neither asset nor liability. SBP reserve equity. It means carrying amount is 0. Are you able to follow me? Means if you are saying, if you want to follow Ind AS 12, Ind AS 12 says find out the carrying amount of assets and liability and tax base of assets and liability. So here the carrying amount of the asset and liability is 0, because there is no asset, there is no liability, and as per previous solution, carrying amount was given 0. Carrying amount was given 0, and that is only correct. And if you see the explanation given before this question, before this solution, if you see the explanation what they have given, come to point number B. As with preliminary expenses, now for preliminary expenses, what happened? In the books of account, entire expense is charged to PL account, therefore carrying amount becomes 0. And because this amount will be deductible in future under Income Tax Act, so that become the amount deductible in future, that become tax base. That become tax base. Means for preliminary expenses, if there are some preliminary expenses which has been charged to PL account, so carrying amount becomes 0. Carrying amount becomes 0, but the tax base will be the amount which will be deductible in future for tax purpose. For preliminary expenses, what they have written, the difference between a tax base of the employee service received to date being the amount permitted as a deduction in future period under taxation law, and the carrying amount is nil. Means in the explanation they are saying carrying amount is nil. In explanation they have given nil. As per previous solution in the previous study material, it was nil only. I don't understand why they have taken 0.80. And even though if you are saying, let us assume SBP reserve is a liability. Let us assume, that is not a liability. The carrying amount will be 0, but let us assume SBP reserve a liability. But what journal entry you are doing? Let us assume that is not a liability. But what journal entry you are doing? As per books of account, EB expense account debit to SBP reserve based on the fair value option on grant date. So on grant date it is 4 crore. So 4 crore divided by 2, it should be 2 crore. Why you are taking 0.80? This is totally bakwas. From my point of view, it is 0. And the tax base will be the amount which is allowed as a deduction in future. Tax base will be the amount which is allowed as a deduction in future. Are you getting? Means if you read the definition of tax base of an asset, tax base of an asset is the amount deductible in future, and tax base of a liability is the carrying amount minus future deductible amount. If you apply the definition of asset or definition of liability, in both cases it will come what? One means amount allowed as a deduction in future under Income Tax Act is based on intrinsic value that is given in the question. So based on intrinsic value 1.6 divided by 2, that is 0.80, so it should be 0.80 only. Understood? Means the previous solution is correct. I don't understand why they have modified the solution. But if you ask conceptual understanding, so this is only correct. Means I can't explain this way, but my student, I don't know from where they have listened this particular point that this solution is only correct. Means they have informed me that I don't know which faculty, I don't know, but they have said me that other faculty are saying this is only correct. This is not correct. I am giving this information. This is not correct. Whatever we have studied in our class, that is only correct. Now what to do in exam, that I will inform you. That already I have informed in the revision video. But if you want me to again inform you, I am informing you. Correct? So this is only correct, and this become your deductible temporary difference. Correct? Are you getting what I am saying? Have you understood this point? Are you getting? Here also it is 0.80, here also it is 0.80. In both cases, it is DTA. Means I am also saying DTA. Revised solution is also saying DTA. Means can I say the solution, the journal entry as per previous solution given by ICS study material, as per new solution given by ICS study material, both are same. Journal entry same. DTA account debit to tax expense and then reverse it. This is correct. But the calculation part, from my point of view, this is not at all correct. This is only correct. But because this is a revised solution, I have also said you need to follow ICS solution. In any case, follow ICS solution. Because revised, to follow this, now you need to memorize it. But I can't give you the concept behind this. If you ask me the concepts of what is concept, there is no concept. This is totally bakwas. If you want conceptual clarity, I will say this is totally bakwas. If you, of course, from examination point of view, follow ICS solution. Do rectification. Go to exam hall. Do this only. Now carrying amount is equal to 0.80. From where it came? It came based on the intrinsic value as on year end. Why intrinsic value? I don't have any solution for that. I don't have any explanation for that. Because it is SBP reserve, means it is equity settled SBP transaction. If you want carrying amount should be based on the fair value of option on grant date. Am I right or not? I hope you also know this point. There is no clarification required for this. Correct? So, of course, follow this. Same thing I have said in my revision video. Follow ICS solution. But ultimate solution remains same. I will say there is some typo mistake or what happened. I don't know what actually happened. What happened to the mind of ICI, I also don't know that. So we'll not discuss on that. Right now I have said whatever we have done in the class, that is only correct. And I will say if the same questions come, then to follow this. If different questions coming, then follow, apply concept. Believe me, sometime happen, ICI has given wrong answer, but they will modify it. They will also understand soon. But different question, apply concept only. That is my suggestion to you. Same to same question coming, because ultimate solution remains same. Follow whatever presentation has been given by ICI, that you can follow from examination point of view. But if you want clarification, explanation, I can't give clarification, explanation about this particular solution. I hope you have understood whatever I have said. I hope you have understood that right now, focus on your preparation. One question will not change your life. The entire syllabus, the balanced syllabus, focus on that. Because of one YouTube video, don't try to ignore your preparation part. Don't deviate from preparation. Don't deviate from plan. Correct? You have done many things. Now your result will be based on that. Only you need to now compile your syllabus. Don't do any new things right now. 10 days are left. Now one more thing, 10 days. And of course you can study 15 hours. Right now you don't have any other option. You have only option that this is the last chance for you to become CA. Last chance. Means if this is your first attempt, this should be your last attempt. If it is your second attempt, this should be your last attempt. If it is your third attempt, this should be your last attempt. This is the last attempt. And if you have 10 days left, you have 15 hours per day, means 150 hours you have. And believe me, if you see my revision video for whether it is CA Inter or CA Final, 50 hours may I have revised entire financial reporting and advanced accounting. If I can revise in 50 hours, you can revise entire subject by your own in 50 hours. Means can you see in this 150 hours, you can revise 3 subjects. 3 subjects means 1 group. So you can revise one time 1 group. You have high chances to pass 1 group. And of course, can I see you have done some study before also. So if you are planning for both groups, that also you can crack. So right now, I will say give whatever you can give for your preparation. This is the last chance in your life to become CA. Study by thinking that only. All the best for your preparation. I know you will crack the exam. I know next time when we will meet, if you are writing CA Inter examination, we'll meet in CA Final. If you are writing CA Final examination, we'll meet as a chartered accountant. All the best. All the best for your preparation. All the best for your exam. Bye bye. Love you all.